Hey guys, and welcome to the True Sweat podcast. I'm here with my co-host Donald, and today we're talking about Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody! It is Christmas. So,
Merry Christmas.
D-Dog, what's Christmas like for you?
Always a little disappointing.
Oh, what? What do you mean disappointing?
It's one of those things that I love Christmas. My favorite holiday. Every single year, I have it built up in my mind that this year is going to be just like it came out of White Christmas, and it always falls short of that expectation. So then and then at the end, December 26th, I'm like, next year is going to be what I'm going for.
It's like that here. Us UK people are just like, oh, all we want is a white Christmas because we barely fucking get a white Christmas. Like, it's one of our passions and dreams. I mean, it's like America all the time seem to have snow, and we're just here and we just have absolutely nothing. Like,
not here in my entire life. I think I've had one Christmas that actually had snow.
No,
so
seriously.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
I'm in
nuts.
Kentucky where it actually does snow here.
Over here, it's really bad timing. Like, we've had a couple of Christmases because I'm only 22, coming 23. So, in those 23 Christmases, there's not been that many snow days either. But they tend to snow on my birthday, which is January 7th. So snow here seems to become like super late for us. It's disappointing.
Yeah. I blame global warming on my lack of snow for Christmas. The sons of bitches.
I just blame Santa. He's just not doing naughty things enough to bring snow. I think that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
all
God's doing it. Yeah.
No. All right.
Well,
let's. I'll start right now.
What's like your Christmas Day? What's the first thing you do when you get up in the morning? What's your sort of Christmas Day routine? If you're not working.
Well, the kids are usually up before me, so the first thing I do is say, I'm not ready to get up yet. And then we're into them. Can we open the presents? No, just wait. You gotta wait. And then the only thing that we traditionally do every year for breakfast, we have orange rolls, which I don't know if you know what those
orange
are.
Rolls?
It's basically a cinnamon roll, but it's got like an orange flavored icing.
Oh.
On its, and the only time we ever eat those is on Christmas Day, despite many of people trying to break my tradition of we've got them in the fridge right now, ready for Christmas. And just yesterday, my wife was like, "I'm gonna make those for breakfast for the kids tomorrow." I'm like, "No, you're not."
It's tradition, man.
Yeah, it's tradition. Wait till Christmas morning. But otherwise, the only other thing is on one of the TV stations here. I think it's TBS. They have 24 hours of A Christmas Story.
Oh, nice.
And that stays on my TV all day long.
See, for here, for me, I don't know, what time do you get up early in the morning? Like, how early do you talk? Like, because here it's normally about 7 a.m, 6 a.m for my family anyway, getting up so early.
Well, during the week, on a normal day, I get up at 10 minutes after 6 a.m. And when it comes to Christmas, the kids are up. The sun's not even up. Usually about 4 o'clock in the morning, I'll start having to tell them, hey, it is not time to get up. Go back to bed.
4 a.m? God damn. I mean, to be fair, when I was a kid, I used to be the same with my parents. So I get their excitement, man. As you get older, the excitement for Christmas just dies off for presents and stuff, man. It's peak.
Mm-hmm. That's what my kids are always. They're like, "What do you want for Christmas?" And I'm like, "I just want you to have a good Christmas. That's what I want."
Yeah, exactly.
So
you get enjoyment out of watching other people watching.
I'm happy.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
as long as you're happy, I'm thrilled.
It's like so for our morning, it's like we get up at like 6 a.m, 7 a.m, depends. And then we jump straight on to opening presents straight away. Literally, like, run downstairs, have a drink, and then just crack on, and then we take mid breaks, and then have a drink, carry on, and then that's essentially pretty much what it is. Really, that's it for us. Like during the mornings, a couple of years ago, we used to have like wake up and have a bacon sandwich, and like like the like Christmas food tradition is just brilliant. Like you can just stuff your face and just don't care, man. It's like one of the best things for me for Christmas.
Yeah, you can't. Bacon makes everything better, including Christmas.
Oh,
That's all there is to that.
Yeah, but you guys take food to another level, whereas we thought we was doing a good level until you see, American TV and you have like giant fucking turkeys stuffed to like hell, and then you've got big like tables full of food. No, the Americans go hard or go home, whereas us UK people are like, here's a turkey that's about 3 inches big. Yeah, that's that's how excited we get.
Yeah, we don't do turkey. I'm not a big turkey fan. The only time I ever eat turkey is, well, slices for sandwiches. But Thanksgiving we have turkey, and other than that, we have ham for Christmas.
Oh, really?
I don't like turkey enough to do another one for Christmas.
So I'm more of a turkey man for Christmas, or chicken. Like if we have a big turkey for Christmas, what we tend to do is if there's any leftovers, we make them into sandwiches and eat them that way, like sliced up sandwiches. They're nice. They tend to last us a couple of days as well. It's with a bit of gravy and stuff. It's nice, man. I love.
I was under the impression that the English tradition was a goose.
A goose.
Yeah, that's what I had the impression, that it was a Christmas goose.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think so. Like personally, it's double turkey stuff for me. But like a goose, like it's I'm sure it's called a turkey goose, isn't it? I ain't too sure. I'm gonna fact check this right now. I'm not sure.
Fire up the PC.
A goose is a bird of several water-flowering species in the family. See, for us, is like ducks and swans and stuff. So I think it's more like for the posh folk, I'm guessing.
Ah, gotcha.
But we like a good turkey, us Brits.
Yeah, when you get what is it, Christmas Carol? You watch that movie, isn't that always what Scrooge is at the end? Even old Bob Cratchit has a goose for Christmas.
Oh, I know. It baffles me how movies are so different to actual like real life Christmas, because you think, oh, it's so magical and all this, and then you're sitting at home in your chair thinking, why the fuck is it not magical for me? Like, where's all the love, the heart, the soul gone, man? It's just not the same.
It's easy to create that when you're paying somebody $1 million to sit at the table and pretend to be happy. Give me $1 million, I'll be just like those people.
I'll be happy and enjoy. I'll run around naked if I get paid $1 million just to sit there and be happy. That's me.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what sort of like, you guys have gifts and stuff. How does Santa work in America? How does he work compared to UK? Go on.
Well, it's he comes down the chimney on Christmas Eve and fills the stockings and leaves a gift, and then it's different for everybody. Like our house, Santa leaves one gift per kid.
Oh, like one main gift, like.
Yeah, you get one gift from Santa, and Santa fills your stockings. I know there's other people that most of the gifts come from Santa. You get several. We don't do that. Santa brings you one thing, and it's part of the where I just didn't want my kids to be at school and say, Santa brought me 6 presents, and then somebody else is they only got 1 or 2, and then they start comparing notes.
Let's compare my Christmas list to yours.
Yeah. Santa brings you one thing, the rest are for mom and dad.
That's a good idea, to be fair. Our household is kind of similar, but like you just said, it's kind of like we have like Santa gives. Oh, your camera's just gone. Hit record again. There we go. Okay, where was I? Sorry, folks, I had some
I
technical difficulties. Oh yeah, that's right. So, Christmas Santa wise, presents in the UK, like for us, Santa gives a couple of presents, and the parents give a couple of presents. But Santa normally does a main gift. So like in our household, so like a main gift, for example, in our eyes would be like, say if you got an Xbox for Christmas or a Nintendo Switch or something, that would be a main present. And then all the rest of your gifts would be from your parents or something like that. That's basically how it works for us here, to be fair. But we don't really do a stocking thing or anything like that. We don't. We hang them up on the fireplace, but we don't do stockings. So
you don't get any candy in your stocking?
no, we have a
You're
Christmas
being
Eve
ripped off.
box. We do Christmas
Santa
Eve
is
box.
gypping you guys.
Do you do Christmas Eve box?
Sometimes you open one gift on Christmas Eve, but no, other than that, particularly, or at least not that I've, my family.
So we had like a thing with Christmas Eve box. You get some pajamas and some snacks to get you through the night, basically. I mean, I need them.
Nice.
I need them because I'll be playing
that sounds
games.
like a Christmas tradition I could get behind.
Exactly. If you want to,
Some nice comfy PJs, some chocolate covered pretzels. I'm ready to go.
Oh, chocolate covered pretzels, man. Oh man, just we can't talk about food, man. It's a bad topic. I love food.
Yeah. Me too.
So, what's the worst present that someone's ever got you? Like, if someone could buy you a really shit present, what would the present be?
Well, it depends on what, if you're talking about what age. When I was a kid, there's actually a video of me. I couldn't have been more than like 3 years old, and somebody got me clothes, and I threw a conniption. It's a video that I'm proud to say no longer exists in my house. I'm sure my mom still has it, but it was embarrassing. But after that, it's, if you're looking as an adult, if somebody's getting you something you're like, oh, thanks, it's more like, a necktie or a pair of socks or something like that. And then it's like, oh, thanks. And then you drop them in the drawer.
And it's like
that's it.
See them till next year.
Yeah, exactly.
I would say the same. As a kid, I used to hate the sight of having clothes for Christmas. When I bought my clothes, I was like, I don't give a shit. Where's my action figures? Oh, I want to know where my action man is. And then
I want my toys.
Exactly.
I want my toys.
And then as you get older, you think, oh shit, I need clothes now. I shouldn't have thrown them away. I need clothes now.
Yeah.
For a crappy gift for me, I'd probably say smelly sets. Anything to do with Lynx Africa, anything the UK, like there's a big thing in the UK where if you get a Lynx set, you're 100% guaranteed a Lynx set, which is like shower gel or shampoo or body spray, stuff like that. It's just that is the most that would be classed as an awful gift for the UK. Me and Chris had one year had like over 10, 15 different sets of people, and we were just comparing each other like what we got off in terms of smelly stuff because we just got a mountain of it. And I was just like, oh no! I was like, are you trying to tell me that I stink? Like, come on, just tell me the truth.
Yeah, we have like gift sets and stuff like Axe body spray, which I know is not called Axe over there, but stuff like that. It's those are for like people that let's say you're doing a gift exchange at work or something like that.
Yeah.
That you don't want to get anything out of the $10 to $20 range.
Yeah.
The or personal, unless you do gag gifts, and then those are hilarious. But you're just
I like a good gag gift,
things
to be fair.
Are appropriate there.
I think I bought Chris one year. If you don't know who I'm talking about, viewers, Chris's name's Onyx 69. He's a childhood friend of mine. I believe, I can't remember if it was me or not. I bought him a wet floor sign which had taking a poop or something, and you just leave it outside the front,
nice.
outside the door. It's like little things like that. I mean, this year I've bought him a joke gift. I don't want to say it in case he's gonna watch it, but he'll find it pretty jokes. It's definitely a funny gift.
Yeah, that my favorite one of those I've ever seen was for when you're sitting on the toilet. It was like a little putting green.
Oh
Had, like, a tiny
yeah.
golf club.
I think that's pretty cool. I'd think that
Yeah.
was pretty cool. While you're bored on the
Yeah.
toilet, you know, you just get a
Exactly.
hole in one. Exactly.
Something I would actually make use of as a gag gift. I'll just work on my putting while I sit on the toilet.
What's the best gift you've ever received?
Ooh, that's actually an easy one. My one Christmas. Now, there's always, when you're growing up, you ask for things that you're like, I'm never gonna get this,
Yeah.
but you ask for it anyway. And it was just after the original PlayStation had come out, and that was what they were like. What do you want? And I'm like, oh, I'm getting whatever I want. I'd like a PlayStation. And sure enough, Christmas how they did it was because it wasn't out, like, we opened all our regular presents and stuff like that, and then my mom and dad had actually gotten us a new TV for our bedroom, which also wasn't something I was expecting.
Oh,
So
nice.
that was in the corner, actually just covered up with a blanket, because those boxes
Yeah.
are huge, and we're talking about these weren't flat screen TVs back in the
big
day.
chunky ones.
Yeah, they weighed 100 pounds. So then we, popped the blanket off of it, and I was excited then. I'm ready to hook our Super Nintendo right back up to it. And they were like, no, here, you got one more. And it was, the PlayStation 1. And whew, best thing I've ever got in my life. That was a hell of a Christmas, I'll tell you what.
For me, probably.
I got the gift I asked for, thinking there's no way I'm getting that. So.
For me, mine's probably a lot of people don't know this, but I actually used to play percussion, like drum kit, and I was learning on. Oh.
I mean, not McDonald's, potato.
Two things. Number one. Hey, here. You know what? Lean in here. That's the youngest. Say hi, Sean.
Hi.
Say hi to everybody who actually watches this podcast. Go ahead, tell them hi.
Hi.
All right. So, did we not notice that the door was shut? Yeah, well, you had to open it to come in. So.
Apparently not. I'm blind.
Yeah, apparently. All right. Let's
How do you spell potato?
P-O-T-A-T-O. P-O-T-A-T. Hold on. P-O-T-A-T-O. Yes. P-O-T-A-T-O. I love you too. Now, here. Come on. Since now we're going to bring 2 out of the 3 in. There's Peyton. Say hi to Sean.
Hi.
Hi, Peyton.
And say hi to everybody who watches the podcast. Yeah.
Is that nope?
Peyton, I love you too. Now please go out so I can finish this. Shut the door. Go. Go. Goodbye. You take your Switch with you. That's fine.
You're too famous
All
now,
right.
Donald. You're too famous.
Yeah. Thanks, bud. Close the door, please.
Oh my god.
Oh. I knew that would eventually
There's the
happen. I didn't think it would happen.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
All
right.
Where was we? Yeah. So, I got a percussion drum kit for Christmas one year, and I was never very into like playing musical instruments and stuff. But when I was playing on a neighbour's drum kit, and I was like, oh my god, like this is awesome. I want to learn how to do this shit. And then I basically got self-taught. I taught myself how to play it. And it was probably one of the best gifts I ever received, I have to say. Even out of all the consoles and all Like I had a ice hockey table one year, some shit, but that was probably hands down one of the, I don't even have it anymore, unfortunately. I haven't touched a drum kit in like 10 years, if that. But it was brilliant.
So are you telling me right now that you can actually play the drums?
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
But you don't but you don't own a drum set currently?
Nope, I do not own one.
Well, this is tragic because I'm pretty sure that you're going to need to get a drum kit so you can do a stream of drumming or playing the drums.
See, I think that's a good idea. I would actually like to do that.
Yeah, that would be great.
But the thing is that the drum kits don't come cheap. They do not come cheap. No. They're expensive.
No, they do not.
Yeah. So it's like I'd have to like steal a lung and then probably trade in a couple of my like legs and stuff to probably even get one. So it'd be like, it'd be a dream to play it again, but I don't have any room. I mean, if you look behind me right now, I've got a fucking big bus, a wardrobe.
Don't turn the other way.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to turn the other way because you'll see a pizza box. But if over this way, I've just got a double bed and a TV, and that is it. Like I haven't got a big room; it's tiny. So, but I'd honestly, I'd love to do it, man. If Donald, if you can get a guitar, I could start a band up.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can get one and then just sit here and strum on it. It won't sound good. But I mean, I could sit here and hold it.
There you go. Let's get a kazoo.
There. Oh, yeah. There you go. In school we had a semester that we had to learn to play the recorder.
Oh so, man.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't played it since that semester, but I did at one point know how to play the recorder. So.
I mean, I used to be like that at school. I did eventually get a drum teacher because I wanted to get a bit more advanced, and the drum teacher I had was about 70 years old, and like I pretty much knew everything that he was trying to teach me, so I was just like, oh, this is fucking pointless, man. I just gave up after like a couple of weeks. I stopped going because it was awful, man. But I'd love to learn a guitar or something. That'd be awesome.
Would have been nice if he'd have recognized that, he already knows this. Let's move on.
Yeah, I know. I spent 3 weeks doing the same thing that I already knew. I didn't want to be heartless and be like, I already know how to do this shit. I was just like...
Yeah. Where's the advanced class? Can I graduate, please? Thank you. Let's go.
So, Donald, one of your big topics you wanted to bring up is films. Fire away.
Fire away. Well, now, before I get into my actual top 3, there's an honorable mention for me, which is the movie Elf. It's not in my top 3.
Oh, I forgot that
film. But
film.
It's dangling right there.
How could I forget Elf? Elf is just a fucking brilliant film.
Oh my god, it's so good. And right now, even on Netflix, they have I think it's called the Holiday Movies That Made Us, where they have like a behind the scenes on when they filmed Elf and how they did stuff. Like the whole scenes where he's in New York and all that stuff. They literally did that spur of the moment. Like they went in and they just let Will Ferrell go, and they had people in the crowds and stuff filming him. So when, for example, the guy dressed in red that's walking and he runs up going, Santa, Santa. That's not an extra in the movie. That's just a guy walking down the street in New York. So
oh shit!
It's if you get a chance to watch that, it's well worth watching. But
for some reason my camera's decided to vanish.
Come back, camera.
There we go. I fixed it. Sorry, carry on. Yeah, Elf is a fucking brilliant film. I used to watch it at school, and my favourite scene out of Elf has got to be when he gets to New York and he picks the gum underneath the under the railings. Like, that's fucking disgusting, but it's just brilliant. It's actually something that somebody would do if they didn't know what was going on.
Yeah. Hey, look, free gum. But for me, my of my top three, number three for me is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
What?
It's yeah, Chevy Chase with before everybody realized he's kind of a prick. he's he's just that's to me what we were talking about earlier. Your expectations of how Christmas is supposed to go, and that's me every year. This Christmas is going to be fantastic, and then nothing goes right, and it's all downhill. And every time you turn around, something else has screwed up or fallen apart that you thought. So that I love that movie for that very reason.
I ain't gonna lie,
It's
I've
how
never
I
heard
feel
of it.
every year.
I never heard of
You've never
that
heard
film.
of National
Never.
Lampoon's Christmas Vacation?
Never.
Oh, Sean, you hurt my heart.
It's got to be an American thing, surely. Is it American thing? No, is it?
I mean, it was here, but it is an American film. There's a whole series of them: Vacation, European Vacation,
Oh damn.
Christmas Vacation, and then Vegas Vacation.
Oh yeah,
And
I've never heard a single one of those. Damn.
What?
I'll have to look this up after this. And if anyone's listening, I
Yes, you
suggest
should.
looking these up if you've not heard of these
Yeah.
before.
Absolutely.
What's your number two? Or do you want me to do my number three?
Number two? Yeah, I was gonna say, what's your number three?
So I put down the Muppet Christmas Carol for my number three.
That's a good one.
The reason it's number three is because I used to watch that as a kid as my Scrooge, because I thought Scrooge, I ain't gonna lie, I thought Scrooge was absolutely fucking boring. Like, and then the Muppet version is a lot better. Not the musical aspect, but the fact that like it's just more funnier, more enjoyable as a kid. Compared to just some grumpy old man sitting in a fucking chair drinking wine, when you can have a grumpy old man sitting in a chair drinking wine whilst talking to a rat and some some different Muppets. You know what I mean? It's just something quite cool about that. So that's my number three.
The Muppet Christmas Carol is another one. I loved it, growing up, and the A Christmas Carol there's so many different versions of it, which. Another one, Scrooged, is probably my favorite version of A Christmas Carol with Bill Murray. It's another one. It's way different than what a normal, the normal A Christmas Carol or Scrooge has done. It's more of it's so 80s. It's not even funny.
It's not the black and white version, is it?
No. It's color. It was, like I said, it was from the 80s. It's Bill Murray, and if you like Bill Murray, you've probably already seen it. But if you haven't experienced Scrooge, I suggest you try.
What's your number two?
Number two, for me, is the Santa Claus, the original from I think it was 1994 with Tim Allen.
Fuck! That was one of mine. Literally, that film is fucking brilliant. I love that film.
It's the second one and the third one. They were good, and I enjoyed them. Especially the second one, also where he gets the Mrs. Claus. But the original one it's always going to be my favorite. I always get teary eyed at the end when she's burning the custody papers, and it's still, even though I know it's coming.
The favourite part of that for me is when like we were talking about earlier with the expectation of Christmas, you got like the view of all the nice food and stuff on the table, and then it pans out to him with a fire extinguisher putting out the turkey, and just like, that's my Christmas. That is, I think that's everybody's Christmas. It just goes wrong.
Yeah, that was if it was me trying to make this turkey. Luckily, my wife is a fantastic cook. If it was me, I'd be Tim Allen. I'd be up there with a fire extinguisher fight, dousing the flames. One of the kids like, those flames are really big, Dad. So yeah, that's
Believe it or not, that was my number one. That was my number one choice. That was because that was one of the first proper Christmas films I sat down and watched, and I had it on VCR tape. And then I had it on DVD, And then I used to constantly just watch it over and over and over and over again. Even when it wasn't Christmas, I still
I still
enjoyed
have it
it.
on DVD. Yeah,
But now it's on
but
Disney
that's one of the
Plus.
ones I watch every year. I still watch that movie every year. It's one of my favorites. Now, my number one, which I've previously mentioned, and you may have already guessed it, since I said 24 Hours of a Christmas Story. I adore that movie, and
Oh,
that actually,
look, it's
I
happened
found
again.
that one. Oh no,
What is going on with OBS? It's just...
I'm still here.
There we go. Mine's back. Okay, let's try that again. Whee! Oh. Okay.
Dance. Okay. Yeah. To the other side.
Swish and flick.
Where were we?
You're number 2? Was it number 1? Number 1. Number 1.
Nope. Oh no, we're on number one. But my number one is A Christmas Story. I watched that movie literally when they started on Christmas Eve all the way through Christmas Day as many times as I can get it in. And that came from when I was, oh gosh, I had to be 14 or 15. But my grandmother actually adored that movie. And she would watch it over and over. And when I was growing up, we had a TV in the kitchen above the microwave. And everybody pretty much hung out in the kitchen. And she'd have it on in there watching it, and I'd just be passing through to get something to eat, and she'd be watching that movie, and the next thing I know, I'd watched it again. I just sat down at the kitchen table and watched it for the 500th time. And she passed away when probably, gosh, it's been 17 years ago now. So that's that reminds me of her. And like I said, it's a fantastic Christmas movie. When people say, I don't get how people like A Christmas Story, to me, you're a psychopath. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. You can't help not watch them 100 times, because if they're I don't say a fan favorite, because I'm talking games. Then if you're a Christmas fanatic, and you can watch that movie a dozen times and you wouldn't get bored of it. Still, it just brings nostalgia and brings like childhood memories and stuff. It's nice. I mean, so I was gonna say mine number 1. Well, it was obviously Santa Claus, but so I would say mine's Jingle All the Way with Arnie when he's trying to get the toy, the Turbo Man. Like that film is fucking brilliant. It just reminds me of when you want that specific toy, like when the Nintendo Wii came out and no one could buy one. When the PlayStation, like now with the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox One X, you can't get one anywhere, and people are like rushing around to try and get these presents and fighting over
paying double price for them.
Oh, I know. Don't even get me started on that stuff. It's great. It's unbelievable. But people will pay it because they want to give the kids everything they want.
Especially this time of year. They know what they're doing. We'll release it at Christmas.
Yeah. It's the same. It's all marketing. It's all business. It's all strategy.
Yeah, it's smart on their part. I sure do wish that they'd put more of them out there. So the only way to get it wasn't to buy it for double price on eBay from somebody who bought it to get it. So
yeah, we're not mentioning no names.
That's
Couple, Cookie Clan. But
yeah, if anybody got a second one and you want to send it my way,
yeah,
I will accept.
If anyone wants to support the podcast with getting us to Xbox Series X's, then make sure I will put my DMs open.
Yeah, my DMs are always open. I'll take one. I'm not even gonna be greedy. I will take an S.
I'll take an S. I'll take a fucking PS5 instead. You know what I mean? I don't care. Just take one or the other.
I mean, yeah. At this point, new console. I'll take it.
Well, that's everything from me. If you got anything to add, Donald?
No, I do. Anybody, if I've missed the last two podcasts, I apologize. I had been super busy at work. It's that kind of time of year. Everybody's trying to that's already hit their deductibles, which on that side of the pond may not know, but they've paid their deductibles, so everything's covered now. So now they're time to get my surgery done. So
Yeah.
that'll die down here in January and February when nobody's paid their deductible yet. Then we have way fewer cases. So
If anyone doesn't know, Donald is a man on the field working in a hospital.
yeah,
He's even got a T-shirt with a stamp on it now.
yeah, that's one of the things. It's one of the things. You work in a hospital and they give you T-shirts and coffee mugs and stuff like that all the time, and it's great and I appreciate it and I enjoy them. But this last one, their whole thing right now is all this healthcare hero thing, and it's just a T-shirt that across the chest, healthcare hero. I'm like, yeah, that wouldn't make me a prick to wear in public at all.
Yeah, if anyone does, then salute them. But it's they're brave. They're brave.
Yeah, I saw somebody walking into the hospital on my way in this morning wearing it, and I'm like, you're a brave person. You're a brave soul.
Right then, folks. True Sweat podcast listeners, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for giving us some support over this podcast, because without you guys, this would be nothing. And 2021 is going to be a big year. Hopefully Corona will be gone mid-year, so we can start doing some more cool shit. So fingers crossed, everybody. I hope everyone has a massive, brilliant Christmas, and as best they can. And best wishes to anyone out there, even if they're listening, who's actually got coronavirus in a hospital, that we are, we're fully here for everybody. It's bad times we're in at the moment.
It's been a rough year for everybody, and some people even more than others. So
yeah,
at least we're at the good part. We're at the good part of the year.
Yep, we're a good part of the year. Let's spread some cheer and have a good Christmas. Thank you all for listening. Have a Merry Christmas, and if we don't have a new podcast, Happy New Year too.